Hi guys. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the camera, the lighting, but yes, I just graduated Harvard, so this is my Harvard shirt. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I don't think you guys are ready for my end of the year book list. I read 68 different works. I don't want to say they're all books because some of them were comic books, so I wouldn't really say they count as books. They're comic books, so they're shorter. But it's really tedious to have every single physical copy and show you, so I literally just screenshotted and saved the image of like the best quality that I can find on my iPad of the book, and I might just give a little input of what I thought of the book. So I read 68 books this year in 2021. I have no idea how I read more this year than last year, when last year we were in quarantine, literally doing nothing but reading. So I have no idea how I read more books this year. Like, it literally doesn't make sense to me. But I read so many good things this year, and I already have a list of books coming in for next year already. They're already like on their way here from Amazon. And I'm planning on going to Barnes & Noble too this weekend to get even more books. But it just like literally never stops, you know me. So in January, so we're going chronologically, I have them saved in the order that I read them this whole year. First thing I read this year was Find Me by Andre Aciman. The glare of the ring light is like all over. I honestly really liked it. It's the sequel to Call Me By Your Name. I really liked it, and it's such a bummer that we are not going to be getting a movie sequel because of Armie Hammer's, you know, fill in the blank. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about, and you can figure it out yourself. The next book that I read was The Extraterrestrial Species Almanac by Craig Campobasso. This one is super good. I made a YouTube video on that one, and it was super, super, super amazing. As of yet, the only thing that's better than this is like websites that have literally encyclopedias of the alien races. But other than that, it shows you like their abilities, the level of consciousness that they reside in, and just like all tons of other stuff, like their technology and stuff like that. It's really good. And then I read An Illustrated History of UFOs, and the author is Adam Allsuch Boardman. This one, I have like no case on my iPad right now because it just looks better. That one was really cool because it's literally nothing but pictures, and it's like a children's book, but it's like for adults, or honestly even children could read it. I don't know, I don't care. Go ahead and read it and teach them. I would teach my kids if I wanted kids. The next book I read was The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, Volume 1. This one has a lot of... Is it not going to focus? It's by Drunvalo, Melchizedek. This one has a lot of sacred geometry and a lot of history in it, as well as Volume 2, which I'll later get into. The next thing I read was the complete collection of The Scarlet Witch. This one was very good. I had read that like right when WandaVision came out, and I already knew about the Scarlet Witch. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, WandaVision, like Team Scarlet Witch. Like, no, like I knew about Scarlet Witch like way back then, like when I was in like middle school. Like, I'm not one of those people that just like barely got introduced to her. So no, I did not buy it around that time just because I just found out about her. I've known about her. Then I read Adventures of the Soul, Journey Through the Physical and Spiritual Dimensions by James von Prock. think that's how you pronounce his last name. This one was super good. This is like a little taste of the spirit world, and I think there's a little bit of reincarnation as well in it. The next book I read was Many Lives, Many Masters. My friend Sierra, she pronounces her name Ciara. My friend Ciara recommended this one to me, and I really loved it. This one is a great start for people who are kind of non-believers in like spirit world and stuff like that. And this one's by Brian L. Weiss or Weiss. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but I'm sure you've seen this around. This is super good. One of my favorite things that I read this year was the Dark Phoenix Saga, the X-Men omnibus of the Dark Phoenix Saga. It is one thing I will never like get rid of. It looks so cool, like the actual omnibus that I have. I think did I make a video on it? No, I made like a live for it, but that's it. The next one I read was Secret Wars, the 2016 version. This one, sorry for the glare of the ring light, but like, okay. That one was really good. I loved that one. Why am I out of focus now? Next thing I read was Chelsea Handler, Life Will Be the Death of Me. This one was really good. I love Chelsea. And then Elizabeth April, the psychic that I watched on YouTube, who I really resonate with, she published her first book. So congratulations to you, Elizabeth. And the book is called You're Not Dying, You Are Just Waking Up. The cover is pretty cool. It's supposed to be her with a sketch of her with like the third eye. So cool. This one you can get on Amazon. Then I read the Infinity Gauntlet Deluxe Edition. Obviously this one was good. Love Mephisto's appearance. Hopefully he comes out in future shows or future movies in the MCU. And then I read Fantastic Four Antithesis. This one was really cool. I love this one. The artwork was insane. I believe this one came out this year too, so it's very new. And then, oh, I could have brought my version of it. But I ordered a Birthdate Book. I'm sure you've seen them on Instagram. Those Instagram ads really work because I bought it and I love it. It has your like natal chart in the cover. So obviously my name is not this, but this is what the book would look like, and it'll be your name, and it has like your natal chart in it. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It's by Birthdate & Co. or Birthdate Book. I forgot the name of the brand. The next book I read was The Yellow Book, The History of the Aliens on Earth. This book has no author, so I have no idea who wrote it, but it's like spiral bound. It's very interesting when I ordered it from Amazon. Then I read Letters to a Starseed by Rebecca Campbell. This one was very cute. I love the cover. It's so cool. It's holographic. Then I read Yes, Daddy, a novel by Jonathan Parks-Ramage. This book was really, really good. And this one, yes, is a gay / LGBTQ book, if you are interested in those books. Next thing I read was You Are Psychic, The Art of Clairvoyant Reading and Healing by Deborah Lynn Katz. This one was pretty good. This one was really good. This one's another one for like non-believers who need more of like a scientific viewpoint on UFOs and how they're real. So this one's called Making Contact, Preparing for the New Realities of Extraterrestrial Existence by Alan Steinfeld. Looks like this. I really like that one. I also love Myths and Legends from Marvel. This one? I'm sure you've seen this. That's really good. This one was kind of scary, to be honest. This next one, Extraterrestrial Contact, What to Do When You've Been Abducted by Kathleen Martin. This one is like the dark side of, what do they call it? What do they call it? Where they try to attract UFOs into your space. I forgot the name of it. It's like CE Contact or like something like that. Yeah, like this guy created like portals all over his space, and it was like really, really bad. I think freaking like demons came through and not aliens, because that was very dark what happens in that book. So if you like the darker stuff of like UFOs, then definitely get that one. And then I read The Search for Hidden Sacred Knowledge by Dolores Cannon. Really good, as always, with all her work. Okay. Then I read volume 2 of The Ancient Secret of the Flower of Life, which has even more sacred geometry. This one's by Drunvalo Melchizedek again. The cover is like basically the same. It's just like darker. You can't really tell here, but it I think it is different cover too. Then I read Titans Burning Rage comic book, which I really, really loved. I love the Teen Titans, but here they're like Titans now. They're like too dark. Then I saw the documentary Love and Saucers, and I saw that they made it into a book, which is called Love in an Alien Purgatory, The Life and Fantastic Art of David Huggins by Farah Yurdozu. So good. This one is definitely one of the most, I guess you'd say, like believable extraterrestrial cases. This man, David Huggins, you have to watch the documentary. Like, pay for it. I don't care. You have to pay for it to watch it. The only place I was able to find it was Apple TV. I basically just rent everything I want to watch off of Apple TV because I just like don't mind renting it. This one I may have to buy it because I rented it already like 3 times, and I'm like, why am I still renting it? I could have already had just bought it and I owned it. But that one, he basically loses his virginity to an ET being, and he goes through portals, and he's visited by this woman who's an ET, and she basically has like tons of hybrid babies with him, and it's just like really wild if you're not already accustomed to the ET realm. So you're going to be in for a shock if you're not like ready for that. The next thing was Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. Honestly, no hate to the author, but I like the movie better. I don't know why. Annihilation. The movie is so freaking good. Okay, the next thing I read was History of the Marvel Universe. This is super good. The artwork in this, oh my god, I need to mention them. Mark Waid, Javier Rodriguez, and Alvaro Lopez. Please make every comic book. Please make every comic book, because your artwork is the best. Next to Jonathan Hickman and Chris Claremont. Please make all the artwork for Marvel. It's so good. Next thing I read was Giant Size X-Men. This one in particular, because I think there's different like versions. You guys, I am waiting for the omnibus of Dawn of X to come out. It has been postponed like 3 times already, because it was supposed to come out in November, I think, this year. And then it got postponed to like December. And then it got postponed to February. And now it's postponed till March. And I'm like, by that time, honestly, like I'm not even gonna want to read it. Like I'm gonna want to have just read it on my Marvel Unlimited app, because it's just like it's like such a long time. Like, I want to have the Omnibus because that's probably going to be like my favorite, next to the Dark Phoenix Saga, my favorite X-Men Omnibus that I have. It's going to be the second Omnibus that I have, but like the best X-Men work. It's just like, why are they taking so long? I don't know. The next thing I read was You Are Becoming a Galactic Human by Virginia Essene and Sheldon Neidl. I posted a YouTube video about this. I think I posted 2 videos about this actually, like part 1 and part 2. This one is super good. This is the kind of books that I love because it's nothing but a back and forth with extra dimensional beings. Everything is channeled and everything is from like mainly 1 to 3 members of the Galactic Federation. So I love that. I cannot wait to read volume 2 of this, but I don't know why it is $200 on Amazon to buy it, and I can't find it anywhere else. So it's going to be a huge commitment for when I am ready to get this book for volume 2, because I read volume 1 already, but I have to read it because this is like a textbook, literally like the size of a textbook, but it just feels so like good. Like, I think I know why it's so expensive. Like, the quality of the photos is really, really good. The quality of the paper, everything is super, super good. So I don't know why. I could have just taken a photo of this, of the one I own myself, but because this photo is crappy. Glimpses of Other Realities, Volume 1, Facts and Eyewitnesses by Linda Moulton Howe, or Howe. This was a super rare find. The way I found it was through, how did I find that? It was like a source or a reference for one of the books I had read previous. It was probably the Making Contact. I think it was the Making Contact book that had a reference to this person. And I was like, wow, Glimpses of Other Realities, that sounds really cool. It fucking was. It has so many pictures. That one has, I never made a review on it. I said I was going to, but I don't know. I just didn't feel called to make a review on it. But that one has a lot of photos of animal mutilations from E.T. Craft. And it has a lot of physical evidence of E.T. life. And yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Next thing I read was September Love by Lang Liev. For a second, I almost pronounced her name Leave, and she has said it many times that is not how her name is pronounced. Amazing poetry book. Love. I love to read poetry books during like either like November, December, January, or like August, September, October. That's like the best time to read poetry books, at least to me, because it's very like cozy and it's just like, I don't know, it just like makes me feel good. Next thing I read was Docile. I made a video about this one by K.M. Zapara. Espara. I don't know how to pronounce it. This is a really hard name. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to pronounce it, but look. You see how it's spelled? This book was so good. So good. This is a LGBTQ slash gay dystopian novel with a lot of love, romance undertones, weird romance undertones. It's crazy. It's definitely 18 and over, so yes, it's definitely 18 and over. The next thing I read was Jean Grey. I believe this one's volume 1. I don't like how they drew her, to be honest. Like, I'm just gonna be real. I don't like how she looks in this. And then I read volume 2. This one I think is called Falling something. And then I read this one. It's called, what does my thing say? It's called Marvel. Where is it? Marvel by Alex Ross. Because there's no like author on it. This one, I saw it at Barnes & Noble and I'm like, I knew I had to have it. It's like this giant book. It doesn't look giant here, obviously, because it's on the iPad, but it's like this giant book. Okay, when I saw this book at Barnes & Noble, I was like, yeah, duh, I have to have it. X-Men, The Art and Making of the Animated Series by Eric Lewald and Julia Lewald. It's like a giant book and it has nothing but pictures. And then I read all the issues of X-Men Legends. I think there is 3 issues. I think there's 3 issues or more, I don't know, but I read all of them. This one's really good. The artwork is really good. I also read What If Avengers vs. X-Men, issue 1. This one was super good. You know I love anything with the Phoenix Force. I also read What If Astonishing X-Men. A lot of people don't know that the show on Disney Plus, What If, is based off of the comic books What If. Like, and they all think that it's like a new thing. It's like, no, like it's a comic book. It's been around. The next one I read was Wiccan and Hulkling, King in Black. Did you guys know that Wiccan and Hulkling are boyfriends? And I think they're actually husbands now. Yeah, they are husbands. And Wiccan, yes, Wiccan as in Scarlet Witch's son. So then I read Young Avengers, Avengers, the Children's Crusade. All of these are really good, by the way. Trust me, or else I wouldn't have finished them. If they're not good, I don't finish them. And I will not show it. Or I will tell you that it was not good. And then I read all 9 issues. Is it 9 issues or 9 volumes? 9 issues. Yeah, 9 issues of Avengers, the Children's Crusade. I know, it sounds the exact same as the last one. This one is so good. They basically all have to find Wanda, and she's been basically manipulated and brainwashed by Dr. Doom, and then she's not. And then this one is Jean Grey Phoenix, Generations. This one's good. I think I saw this on Amazon and I was like, whoa, what the heck? Never seen this before. You know I love anything with the Phoenix. Then I read the Vision, the complete collection. I read all the volumes, all the issues. It was good. It was crazy. I know I'm very behind on this one, but I liked it. And then I read Secret Invasion X-Men, or X-Men Secret Invasion. I only read volume 1. I'm going like this so you can see the color and not the glare of the ring light. See like how, yeah. Then I read Dark Avengers, Uncanny X-Men Exodus. This one was good too. I hope when I'm looking back that I have it at like a okay angle and it's like not impossible to read. Then I read X-Men Giant Size. This one is like 100 pages, I believe. Or I don't remember, maybe like 50 or 60. That's the cover for this one. Then I read What If Secret Wars. This one was really good. Then I read Infinity Countdown #1, issue 1, Adam Warlock. Loved this one. Love Adam Warlock stuff. He is so cool and I can't wait for him to join the MCU. I read Doctor Strange The End. He is much older here. I am begging that the quality is showing up for these comic books and it's not just focusing on me. Then I read Fantastic Four number 25. 25. Fantastic Four number 25. This is the cover for that. This one was really good. Then I read Infinity Countdown, all issues. I believe there's 10 issues for this one, but I'm just showing one of the volumes for it. So I read that. It was good. Then I read the Ultimates. How many? I think there's 10 issues for this too, for the Ultimates. This one's good. I started reading a lot more comics because I have the Marvel Unlimited app, which is the best, one of the best purchases I've ever made. It's $9.99 a month, and you have access to over like 69,000 comics, probably more than that. Then I read X-Men Black Magneto, and it literally makes reading comics so easy. Then I read, this is one of the books that I'm actually like that I was actually so upset about because I had high expectations on it. The title of the book is The Galactic Federation of Light, and it's by Suzanne Edelman, Lady Nyla Ogman, and Adamus Saint Germain. It was not the best. The writing was a little weird. I don't know, like, it could have been so much better. It looks like this. I'm trying to do it so it can see it. Yeah, honestly, I wasn't really happy about that one too much. Then I read Homebody. I don't know how to pronounce her last name, so I'm not even gonna say it. This one was really good. The book cover is actually different than I I just wanted to show that cover. Then I read House Fires by Connor Franta. The aesthetic of this book is so cute. Then I read Avengers Mech Strike. This is issue number 5. And the reason why I read issue number 5 is because it was in the order that I was supposed to read something else, if that makes sense. Alpha Flight, True North. I've never read any Alpha Flight. This is my first time reading them. I'm not very familiar with the characters of Alpha Flight, but I kind of should be. Then I read Thanos, The Infinity Siblings by Jim Starlin and Alan Davis. And guess who is on the cover? I mean, who's in the story? Eros. The one that Harry Styles is playing. We saw from the end credit scene of Eternals. That character is what Harry Styles is playing, so we are going to see a lot more of him in the future of the MCU. And now I read Hoagland and Wiccan Possibilities Part 1. This is one of those like Infinity comics. It was very short. Is it not focusing? No, it is. It was very short, very cute. Then I read X-Men 92. I think this is kind of the vibe that the new X-Men cartoon is going to be about on Disney Plus, and I was so excited when they announced that. Like, I literally never in a million years would have expected them to do that. But they're doing X-Men 97, and this is called X-Men 92, and there was 10 issues of this, I believe, and it was really good. The artwork was amazing. The storyline was really cool too. I loved it. Oh, the ending for that is really cool. And then I read Kong the Conqueror. I say Kong, everyone says Kang. I think it's Kong, to be honest. This one's called Only Myself Left to Conquer. This one's really cool. This one is very, very new. I think it just came out last month in November. So that's Kong. It's going to be helpful to know about that before. I couldn't find a better picture of this one. I actually stopped reading this one halfway. No hate to the author, but like, I honestly stopped reading this one halfway because, I don't know, I was getting annoyed by it. I don't know why. But it's called Bathhouse by P.J. Vernon. This is an LGBTQ gay novel. It's a thriller. So that one, I liked the first half. I really did. Then I read The Complete Guide to Aliens and UFOs, The Search for the Truth. This is, what magazine makes this? Oh, I forgot the name of the magazine that makes this, but this is my own photo I took in the car. I saw this at Sprouts while I was checking out. And I was like, I need to have this. Honestly, it's really nothing special. It's basically like very 3D level magazine, like stuff that we like already know. So Like, honestly, like, you don't even have to get it. Then I read The Gods of Eden by William Bramley. This one's really good. This one's like super into history. And it's one of those like really, really, really tiny books, which I hate. There's nothing that I hate more than like those really, really tiny books, because like holding them in your hands and then like reading it, it's just like so hard and difficult. I don't even know why they like, who even likes those kind of books? I don't even know, but that was the exception, because I don't even think it came in another format. Then I read Here We Are, Notes for Living on Planet Earth by Oliver Jeffers. I know, what the heck, I'm reading like a children's book, but this is honestly so cute. The reason I found this one was from Apple TV. There's a documentary, not a documentary, it's like a film adaptation of this children's book, and I actually like the film better than the book, but I'm still keeping the book. And then the very last thing that I read this year was The Andreasen Affair, the documented investigation of a woman's abduction aboard a UFO by Raymond E. Fowler. The one I have is a different cover, but this one's a cool cover too. I think this is a better cover, to be honest. But the cover that I own is the one they had at Barnes & Noble, and I was just called to have that one, so I don't even know there's another one. I just finished ordering this morning that's it, that's the list. I just finished ordering this morning part 2 of the Andreasen Affair, so I will hopefully be making a review on part 2 whenever I finish it, but it won't be here until like the beginning of January. And I also ordered another book that I'm probably gonna make a review on. And then actually, I don't know if you want to include this on the list, but I'm like halfway done reading this, so I'm probably most likely going to be done reading it before the year ends. So I guess you could say I read 69 books this year. This one's At Home, so I actually have the physical copy. This is called At Home in Joshua Tree. This is like the perfect coffee table book. At Home in Joshua Tree, A Field Guide to Desert Living by Sarah and Rich Combs, creators of the Joshua Tree House. They have such a beautiful Instagram, and I've been really called to go to Joshua Tree. I've just seen so many photos of it. And then the movie Ingrid Goes West, where Elizabeth Olsen lives in a super cute little home in Joshua Tree. It's just like, that's not even my vibe at all, honestly. But for some reason, the pictures just make me want to go so bad. And I also learned last night, and I've known before actually, that there's a lot of, that there's like a vortex or several portals in Joshua Tree. It's a hotbed for like UFO activity. So maybe that's why I'm also drawn to it. I know a lot of people have seen a lot of ships, a lot of portals there. And I just posted on my TikTok last night that this girl from this YouTube video I was watching, she literally took a photo of a portal at Joshua Tree, and it was so crazy. Like, I've never seen physical evidence of a portal. But yeah, that one's this one. It's such a cute book. Lots of cool information, and no, I love it. So those are all the books that I read in 2021, and I don't know, who knows how many more books I'm gonna read next year. But I just love reading so much, and I don't know what else to say. But Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year, because I think this is the last video I'm gonna have for the year.